Hi, it's Dr. Sweeney here today to talk about anxiety. Now, this is a common condition which affects a lot of people, often at some point in their life. Now, anxiety is when we can't relax. We feel constantly stressed and worried. It can be brought on by stressful events, or it can just develop out of nowhere when it's least expected. Anxiety can make people feel more on edge, reluctant to go out. They can feel panicky. A panic attack is when the highest level of anxiety occurs. This can happen when we have a series of worrying thoughts. It causes our body to have a chemical reaction inside whereby more adrenaline is released. We breathe more quickly. Our heart rate goes up. We can feel dizzy, lightheaded, sick, like we need to go to the toilet, sweaty, and like we feel claustrophobic, like we're hemmed in and we need to escape. It can be increasingly difficult as the anxiety develops that we often don't breathe properly, and the symptoms snowball until they reach a crescendo, which is a panic attack, which can often only last for about 20 minutes or so, and then will gradually ease off. The key thing is to try to regulate breathing throughout all of this. Slow, deep breaths can help reverse this chemical reaction, which is adrenaline fueled, and get you back towards feeling more normal again after severe anxiety or a panic attack. Now, anxiety can be awful. It can make it very difficult for people to go out into busy places. For some reason, everyone that has anxiety tends to feel claustrophobic, as if there are too many people around them, people looking at them perhaps. Public places, public transport such as buses, planes, trains, can all seem overwhelming. Restaurants, theatres, places where it's difficult to escape from when you're stuck in chairs. This can make people feel, it can trigger anxiety and can trigger panic attacks and make people very anxious indeed. Now, the key thing with anxiety is to acknowledge that the thoughts that are triggering the anxiety are negative automatic thoughts. These thoughts are often your worst fears and will pop into your head automatically. You can't stop them, and it's advisable not to try and block them. Instead, accept that the anxious thoughts are there, recognize them, that they are trying to make you feel anxious, but then relate to anxiety management programs that you may have read or heard, dropping the shoulders and concentrating on doing deep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth, and just doing that calmly and steadily while allowing the thoughts to come into your head, but then acknowledging them as being anxious thoughts and allowing yourself to let them go, because these anxious thoughts are never things that you're going to do or are going to happen. They're just your worst nightmares and fears. So you're allowed to let them go. You're allowed to let yourself relax and breathe and allow these things to pass. And that's one of the main strategies for managing anxiety when it happens. It's important that you don't listen to these anxious thoughts which try to limit you or restrict you. They try to tell you not to go out and not to do things because this could lead to something bad happening. Don't listen to that. The best way to manage anxiety is to face the feared situations and to work through them with breathing and relaxation techniques, often with support, with a friend or family member with you, but trying to never listen to these anxious thoughts, trying to go past and through them to help you overcome them gradually. This is a difficult thing and can be done in conjunction with your healthcare provider and with the psychologist. There are medications available that can help treat the anxiety, and as well as I said, talking therapy as well. So it's really important, if you are struggling, don't hesitate to reach out and get help. It's important also to look at exercise. Regular exercise can help to reduce anxiety levels, get rid of that adrenaline out your muscles. Healthy diet as well, avoid alcohol, drink plenty of fluids, avoid caffeine as well. Caffeine can make anxiety a lot worse. So doing all these things and just speaking about how you're feeling, being open with people that you trust, is one of the most important things. But make sure that you go and get help. Speak to your healthcare provider, your doctor, your specialist, and just get help. Never suffer in silence. Until next time, thanks.